I'd like to know if all these elements were something that attracted you to play Lynn.
Well, you just touched on something. The theme for me, for the movie, for the entire movie, was facade. Nothing is what it seems. But all of those elements you just mentioned, which are all fascinating, and I haven't had another journalist come in and really get that in the 50s people wanted backyard barbecues and wanted to make enough money to have a nice car in the driveway and families and this, that, and the other. And LA, represented glamour and just mystique and mystery and dreams and just all kinds of things floating around. But as far as what really lured me to do the part was the dialogue. James Ellroy novel, Brian and Curtis doing such an amazing job with the screenplay, and it's such a rare event when you get to do a character-driven movie that is backed by a big studio. I mean, these, the smaller art films, you might get a chance to play some really nice characters, but it's just so rare. And I was truly handed a gift. I mean, after I met Curtis Hanson and saw he was so clear about who he wanted in this movie and his clarity about how he was going to shoot this, and when he started unraveling the story for me, I just knew, I knew we had an opportunity to make a really good movie. It was the same sort of impact in a way of meeting Russell Crowe, Kim Basinger meeting Russell Crowe, because it was such an unexpected pleasure. It was so wonderful. I mean, Russell is such an instinctive and wonderful actor, such a talented man. And as he puts it, we dance well together on screen. So I think when Lynn met Bud, Russell and I work somehow, we're very closely related in the way we choose to work, and it really is from instinct, and it's about timing. And I think when the Lynn Bracken character meets Russell, she becomes a little bit unnerved, as he does too, because there's something else there that she wants to see if this is real. Because remember the line she says, you're the only man, Officer White, who hasn't said I look like Veronica Lake inside of a minute or whatever. And I think both of them, I think Lynn Bracken finds in Bud White what she's looking for in terms of being able to drop that facade and be Lynn Bracken, be who she just wants to be, this Midwestern girl who has come to Hollywood and the dream just didn't happen. And I think Bud White, on the other hand, found in Lynn the same thing. He could drop that tough kind of macho image and just be that kid that was hurt years ago, by his father and da-da-da-da-da. There's a persona that definitely the media creates. And it's unfortunate because, and especially if you're shy, like I am, I've chosen many times when that persona just hovered over me, Kim Basinger, and I didn't even recognize her at all because of what had been written about me or what has been written about me. I didn't even recognize her because there's been, so many lies and so much just, mistruths and just all over the place that after a while people begin to know that persona and they don't know you. And it's been my mistake in the past that I chose not to go to the media and really just talk and stand up for myself and talk on behalf of me. I've always found it very difficult to do that. So I, in retrospect, I look back and say it was a big mistake in my part to not many times go to the media and say, here's what I want to tell you, So I'd rather than just go and home, lock the door and say, go away,